And this is a story I'd like to end with. There was a man, he worked in a restaurant. And what happens with all restaurants in the end of the night, the food that they don't sell or the extra food, the leftovers, they throw it in the garbage. So he left the restaurant, he was walking back home. He decided to walk instead of taking the train or bus. He's walking, he passes by a homeless shelter. He sees that there's people outside the homeless shelter, starving, emaciated, looks only bones, no skin. And he doesn't understand what's going on. He speaks to them. They said, we haven't eaten here in a few days. It's called a homeless shelter, but we don't always get food. He says, you know what? I have a great idea. He runs back to the restaurant. His boss is still there. He says, boss, do you mind, instead of throwing the food away, give it to me in the end of the night, every night. I'll give it to the homeless shelter. It's a win-win situation. So the boss said, you know what? Terrific idea. Why not? We shouldn't throw it out in the garbage. If people really want to eat the food, we'll give them the food. Why not? You'll save people, you'll help people. Kindness is very good. Kindness goes a long way. And that's what this young fellow used to do. Every night he used to take the food, go to the homeless shelter, give them the food. People lined up to take the food from him, except for one lady all the way in the back. Everybody's eating, except for one lady. He calls out to her. He says, everybody's eating from the food. The food's fine, there's nothing wrong with it, it's leftovers. We're not throwing it in the garbage, come eat it. She says, I won't eat anything when it comes from a Jew. He says, but I'm not Jewish. I'm not Jewish, come eat. No, I won't eat anything that comes from a Jew. He tells her, I told you, ma'am, I'm not Jewish. She said, you have to be Jewish. Who other than the Jews are looking for the kindness of other people? Who other than the Jewish people are looking to help other people? To do kindness, to do good deeds, to do charity. So now he says to himself, she's not eating from me because she thinks I'm Jewish. But I'm not Jewish. I don't understand what's going on. He runs away right away to his house. He runs to his house. He says, Mom, you won't believe what's happening. There's a lady who's not eating from my food from the restaurant because she thinks I'm Jewish. So the mother starts crying. She says, son, sit down. It's been a while since I told you the truth. What's the truth, Mom? I'm really Jewish. Your father's not. I married your father. He's not Jewish. But now's the time to tell you the truth. You really are Jewish. You weren't raised Jewish. You were born Jewish to a Jewish mother. You weren't raised Jewish. We didn't teach you anything about the Jewish religion. I apologize, but you're really Jewish. And maybe that's what she saw inside of you. You have the intrinsic, no, we're not saying that Gentiles don't do charity and kindness. We are not saying that at all. But we have an intrinsic thing inside of us. Intrinsic inside of us, we like to do good with other people. So he goes and he finds a yeshiva, he goes and finds a rabbi, he's Hozeh b'tshuva, he's learning in Eretz up until today. Because inside of us, Rabbotai, we have the Havalachta b'drachav. If only we knew what we were born with. We were born with emulating Hashem. We were born with walking after our Creator.